Hey, what is up, guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today we are going to be showing you guys an older trick that was performed on America's Got Talent this past summer by Tom London. This is basically a technology magic trick, and this trick was seen. It went literally viral. Everybody was talking about this trick, and everybody was talking about how impossible this trick was at the time, and we were actually the first people to actually put together a reveal for this. So we're going to be talking about this trick because I do think that this is one of the tricks out there that isn't used enough, and this is going to be something that you need to add to your routine, something that we used to teach a lot on the channel before Tom London actually performed it, and it's definitely something I really recommend you all learn. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So once again, this trick fooled a lot of people. Nobody really knew what was going on with this trick. So today we are going to be showing you guys how it is done. So essentially what this trick is a calculator effect. So if you haven't seen the actual performance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description where you guys can go ahead and check out the performance. So I'm not performing it for you guys today. What I'm going to do is give you guys a bunch of ideas on how you can actually go about performing this trick and making it better for you guys, okay? So once again, please go check out the actual performance that Tom London did, but essentially I'll sum it up for you guys just in case you don't really want to do that. Really all it is basically you borrow a phone, or calculator, whatever it might be, and basically what you're going to do is type in some numbers into that calculator. You can multiply, add, subtract, divide, whatever you want to do with those numbers, as many times as you want. And once you click equals, it's going to pop up a number, obviously, and that number is going to match your prediction. So there's a couple stages to this trick. One is the sort of reveal of the prediction. So obviously you have the prediction part, you have the reveal of the number on the calculator, and then obviously you could add some extra little caveats to the trick if you really wanted to make it a little bit better. And that's what I'm going to show you guys later. And that's exactly what Tom London did. So what I mean by that is, not only did he have the prediction of his match the result on the calculator, he also had the result on the calculator relate to the judges. So it was kind of like, two different things going on at the same time to make the trick even better. So let's talk about how you're going to get about doing this. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a prediction, okay? So let's just make a prediction right now. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set down a bunch of numbers here, okay, with some playing cards. So we're just going to set down numbers with playing cards. So in this case, we are going to use the number 4, 9, 5, 8, 1, 4, and 9, okay? So this is the number we're going to go about using today. We're going to use this number right here. So how are you going to set up your calculator? What you're going to do is you're going to start out by typing in the number. So we're going to go 4, 9, 5, 8, 1, 4, 9, okay? So that is the number. We got 4, 9, 5, 8, 1, 4, 9. Okay, so that is going to be the prediction, okay? Now, from here, what you're going to do is this is how you're setting up the calculator. So if you're borrowing this from someone, I'll sort of explain how you can go about borrowing it and set it up at the same time, okay? So what you're going to do from here is you're going to go ahead and click +0 times 0. Turn the phone sideways, okay? So you're going to turn the phone sideways here, and you're going to click the open bracket, okay? From there, turn the phone back, and now the phone looks completely normal, okay? At this point, the entire phone is back to normal. It's set at 0, and nothing is suspicious about what's going on with this calculator here. So if you want to set this specific trick up, for example, on someone else's phone, because you do need to turn the phone sideways, what someone does, and this was actually performed on Penn and Teller, and the way this person actually did it was he basically took the phone and basically turned the phone sideways, pretending like he was taking a selfie. So he starts out, he takes the phone, he tells them to unlock the phone. From there, he goes ahead, so I'm going to look through your phone, and he's just looking through the phone, but he's not actually looking through. What he's really doing is he's checking out and setting up the calculator, and then to turn it sideways, obviously it's kind of weird to turn the phone sideways at a random point. He says, let me take a selfie here, and he's basically faking that whole part, and right there, that's how you set up the calculator, right? So that's how you can go about doing that. So now that you have this set up, what this setup allows you to do, now this is known as toxic. What this setup allows you to do is take some random numbers. So let's go ahead, take some random numbers. You can multiply random numbers, we can add numbers, subtract numbers. But once you click equals, it's going to go back to the original number that we have here. So the way that Tom London actually goes ahead and basically predicts the actual number, what he does is he's going to have a video where he's holding up the sign and he's going to play the video. So in terms of revealing your prediction to people, that can work in so many different ways. You can make a video with you holding it. You could just have a written prediction on a piece of paper. You could have a prediction hidden somewhere. You could even make that part a magic trick by making your prediction appear out of nowhere. You could have a deck of cards, something like this. Whatever it could be, but really all you're going to do is once the number comes up, write it down, reveal your prediction, and then you could add some different caveats to it. So let me go ahead and explain this one more time for you guys, okay? So you're going to start out with a number you want. Now keep in mind, Tom London is not going to set up the calculator during his actual performance. What he's doing instead is he's actually just going to set it up before he gets on stage, okay? So let's go about doing this one more time. So let's say this is the number we want, okay? We're going to go ahead and type that in. 4 9 5 8 1 4 9. Okay, so that's the number. This is the prediction number, right? What we can do from here is take the prediction, and let's say this was my prediction, okay? So this is how I'm revealing my prediction, for example, right? Let's say I wanted to do it like this. I could just set it down on the table like that and say, this is my prediction. If your prediction was on, in a video style like Tom London did, then you could obviously have a TV set up or a video screen, whatever it could be to reveal your prediction. If you have a piece of paper, you could set a piece of paper down onto the table and have your prediction written there, right? So that's how you're going to start right there. You're going to have your prediction all set up, matching the number. You're going to go ahead and type in +0. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see this here. So +0 times 0. Turn the phone sideways here. You're going to go ahead and look for that open bracket, and you're all set up to go. So now the calculator should be squared up at 0, okay? And it looks like a normal calculator at this point. So once again, you can go ahead and multiply, add, subtract, divide as many numbers as you want. But you need to keep it somewhat consistent. So knowing what number you have predicted, you need to test things out. Because if you're asking for specific numbers, for example, 3-digit numbers, 4-digit numbers, whatever it might be, you don't want to be asking them for example, like a 5-digit number divided by a 5-digit number and expect to have a number in the millions. Like, you can't do that, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, you need to practice these things. So you could ask them, for example, you could ask for specific numbers, like give me a number between 1 and 10, or you can go even deeper, like Tom London did. He asked them specific questions, like, can you guess this? Can you guess this? And that brings the sense into the trick that it's completely random, right? Because obviously they're guessing and they don't know what they're saying. You could obviously ask them for specific things like the first 3 digits of their phone number, last 4 digits, whatever it might be. That might not be as effective because then people might think that you already knew what numbers you were going to ask for. So asking for random numbers is obviously best. Once again, go ahead, type in as many numbers as you want. You can add numbers, you can divide. Once you click equals, it's going to bring back that number. From there, you can go ahead, you could write that down somewhere. And now you're going to reveal your prediction. So obviously you're going to say that's the number, reveal the prediction, 4 9 5 8 1 4 9. Everybody's going to be amused how you guessed that. Now, in terms of the little caveats you guys can add, something that he did was basically he took the numbers and he was able to sort of relate it back to the questions he originally asked. So, for example, he asked a random spectator to guess how many number 1 hits that Mel B had, and even though she got it wrong, the number was actually right here. And then as he went across, basically each number was the actual answer to the question. How else can you go about doing this? You can make, the number, for example, if you turn the number upside down, it might spell something. You can do all these different types of things. And really, there's so many options, especially when you're playing around with numbers. You can definitely use this same principle. And basically, if you say, all right, I can basically flip this around now, you can basically have it match. So, for example, I did a routine in the past where I had my prediction, and really my prediction was eggs, right? It was like eggshells, okay? So if my prediction was, for example, eggshells, what I did was I made the number spell out eggshells, and basically what would happen is when I revealed the prediction, they would be all confused because it's egg, right? And they don't know what that has to do. How is that predicting the actual answer? And then you flip the number around and it reads eggshells and it blows mind. So that's just the way you guys can go about doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And anyway, this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.